You are such a prowess, and you are, the person that so many people go to, around healing and relationship dynamics and parenting and, solving a lot of those issues. And now I'm a parent of two and two little ones. So I guess we can start there. Why is it that like some of our own things get triggered when we then become parents? And especially, coming from backgrounds that Ajit and I come from, there's like sometimes conflicting things that we don't want to carry that was projected onto us from our parents. But then there's that like fine balance that we have to dance into with what are we going to teach our kids? And, they're not crying again. So can you like walk us through that whole
Yes.
the whole everything, the whole experience from like parent to then parenting?
Yeah. So I want to kind of give a context, first of all. So the premise of everything I do is based on 35 years of my body of work, which is working with people in every country. I mean, Nita, I have a client in Kuwait.
In Kuwait.
In Kuwait. And it is just, it blows my mind. Saudi Arabia. I worked with a woman in Saudi Arabia, which talk about culture. That was fascinating. But here's the premise. The premise is that it is our beliefs about ourselves and life, most of which are unconscious. We have no idea that we have these beliefs that totally determine our behavior, our emotions, and ultimately our reality. Now I'm going to tell you how these beliefs get formed. Then I'm going to tell you how they impact our lives and why, as parents, our parenting gets triggered. So first, here's how beliefs get formed. So I want everybody listening to imagine you come into this world, right? And you're this little ball of consciousness. And you don't know if you're good enough or not good enough. You don't know if you're important or you're not important. You don't know if you're lovable or not. You don't know if life is hard or easy. You don't know if money is scarce and hard to get or abundant. You're just this little being. And in walks these one or two people. Could be a mom and a dad, a mom and a mom, a dad and a dad, a single parent, whatever it is. But man, they know how to do everything. They drive, they figure things out, they pay bills. They just know everything. And you cry, and you cry, and you cry, and you don't get picked up. Now, what is the one word question that every child asks all day long?
But why?
Why? Why?
Yeah.
So when I ask people in every walk of life that question, they say, why? And then I ask them, when you come home at the end of the day and you walk in the house, what does your child do? They run to me. What do they want? They want three things. What's the first thing they want when you walk in the house?
Food.
Yeah, but before food, what do they want?
A hug. They want a hug. Yes.
They want affection. And then what do they want? They haven't seen you all day. What do
they want? A kiss.
They want but they want affection, attention, and acknowledgement. Mommy, play with me, look at me, read to me, watch me, mommy. They want your attention.
Affection, attention, and acknowledgement.
Right. It's beautifully alliterated, but it's true. And there's no parent alive that says that's not true. Every child alive wants affection, attention, and acknowledgement. And when they don't get it, they ask why. So if I'm getting criticized and mom says, oh, how many times do I have to tell you? What's wrong with you? You know, oh, come on, buddy. They're going to conclude, I'm not good enough. Why can't I live up to my parents' expectations? I guess I'm not good enough. Why am I not getting attention? Well, I guess I'm not important. Why am I not getting acknowledged? I guess I'm not good enough. Why am I not getting affection? I guess I'm not lovable. Why are my parents complaining about how hard life is and they can't pay the bills? Well, I guess money is scarce and hard to get. I guess life is hard. So we conclude things based on what happens to us in the first 6 to 8 years of childhood. And because, and this is something no one talks about but
Right.
me, and it's
Right.
the most important thing on earth. The reason our beliefs stay with us, despite tons of evidence to the contrary, I have Harvard PhDs who believe they're stupid.
Mm.
The reason is we think we are seeing our beliefs in the world. So when I say to a Harvard PhD, did you ever see I'm stupid? Every day of my life. But you went to Harvard. How did you get through Harvard? Oh, I conned my way through Harvard. But what they saw was their father saying you're stupid, or hitting him on the back of the head and saying genius. So you could see your parent looking at their iPhone while you're talking to them, but you can't see. I mean, the kid thinks they're seeing I'm not important. See, I'm not important. No, I see your mother looking at her iPhone while you're talking to her.
Ooh, that just hit a chord.
But you can't see I'm not. That's why I use it. It's my soapbox.
So good. That's why you're so good, Shelly. And that's why I feel like that's when, I fell in love with you, because it was kind of like, oh my gosh, it's the things that we need to hear, especially when we are making that transition from parent into parenthood, or, like a single person into parenthood, or even just recognizing, because as a baby, you always want the best with them for them. And I don't think a lot of your teachings really kind of landed until then Ari started talking, and then talking back. And then we had the second one. And really then seeing the difference between our parenting styles, like between Ajit and I. And a lot of it is, kind of how we were born and brought up, in our upbringing. And I feel like with your work and the things that you do with your clients, you make it so easy to be able to reconcile our past.
See you next time at the Brave Table.